Hey guys, welcome back to Team Castro Universe. Today I have Pavel with me from Nuciya. He's going to be talking a little bit about his company. I hope you guys enjoy.
Fire when the storm hits you.
That's it, Brian?
So, Pavel, I want to know a little bit more about your background. I know you came here from Ukraine, Russian descent. When did you come over here?
I came here in 1994, so actually I was born in the former Soviet Union in a little country called Estonia. It's a really small country in the Baltic region. There's about 1.5 million people. But my parents are Ukrainian, so I lived in Ukraine for a little bit.
Right.
And I came here when I was about 5 years old.
Right. Awesome. Fantastic. What got you interested in business? Because was it a family thing? Were they into business, or what was it?
No, actually, I'm the first, business person in my lineage of family.
Right.
My dad's an engineer. His father was like a mining foreman.
Right.
My mom works in the pharmacy industry. So What actually happened was my first year of university, I took engineering, but I got interested in business because of something called College Pro Painters.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you've heard about it. It's just like a painting franchise. So
Right.
I tried out for one summer and I really enjoyed, I guess, a lot of the aspects of it.
Right.
And then in my second and third year, I switched my program to business.
Right. I love that. Did your family support you, or were they like, you just need to get a job and go to work?
Well, like a lot of traditional Eastern European, it's like, my dad wanted me to be an engineer because my brother's also an engineer.
Right.
But, when I want something, I want something. So I had to convince them, but not really.
That's awesome, because that's very much like me. All my family, there's some business owners on one side of the family, but it was a little bit like get a job, go to work kind of thing. But you kind of feel like the black sheep, so it gives you more motivation almost to like prove yourself right that you can do it.
Yeah.
Was there any like big challenges when you first started, because you didn't know anything before, right?
Yeah, with businesses, the challenge was really just the small things, right? Just a lot of really small things. Even in business school, they don't teach you a lot of the little aspects, the little red tape, the little tips here and there to save money. It's like, it's just something you need to go through and learn.
Yeah.
And it can't be taught. You can learn the big concepts, the marketing aspects of it. You can learn accounting, but there's just a lot of little tips and tricks that can really make a difference at the end of the day. Those you just kind of have to make mistakes and learn from them.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Would there be like one tip or one piece of advice you give somebody that was thinking of starting a business, especially now in 2018 with the internet, with social media, with all those things? One tip that you'd say, like, hey, do this or get into this, or one of those things?
I think the biggest tip really isn't so much of an unknown thing. It's more like commitment. And I would say just a little bit every day, 15, 20 minutes. I know a lot of people, like for me, I had a full-time job when I started most of my businesses, is just make a little bit of time each day and work through it. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. Yeah. Nothing's going to be perfect the first time around, but just put in a little bit of time each day and do it consistently, and you'll see your business probably, improve over time, hopefully.
Yeah, as long as you're putting in the time and the work. Some people put a lot of time but no work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm busy.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there watching YouTube videos. Yeah. You know what I mean? And right, so now you just started a new company. When did this one get started that we're going to be talking about? Nuciya.
Nuciya, I started in 2014.
Awesome.
So 4 years. Before that, I had a little bit of a different business, but similar. So it's e-commerce is what it is. So I sell things online, although now I have physical outlets. Before this Nuciya, which is a natural makeup cosmetics store, I had actually a survival kits business, which is like automotive emergency kits.
Right.
And that was my first kind of completely independent online e-commerce business that I started when I was actually working full-time. It's interesting. It wasn't a very profitable business. I didn't really make money on it, but a lot of the things I learned from that business, I took and I applied to Nuciya. So that when I actually launched Nuciya, it went a lot easier than my first business that was online.
Awesome. And one thing that I was told about this company is that you actually work with your wife.
Yes.
Right. Was she the one that inspired you to start this business, or what was it?
Yeah, it kind of was like that. She was really interested in green beauty, cruelty-free cosmetics, that sort of things, and she was actually a blogger. So she had
cool.
in a small amount of time, she had a reasonable following,
Mm-hmm.
and companies were sending her products to review and such, and she was going really in depth, with her analysis and all
For
that.
sure.
I came to her one day and I said, we can make this a business maybe.
Yeah,
I
I
have
love
the
that.
experience and you have the knowledge of this industry.
Yeah.
Why not give it a try? And so we kind of just went from there.
Phenomenal. I love that. And one thing I know with a lot of people out there who are thinking about starting a business, or even myself, I get this question a lot, is should I work with family? Should I not work with family? You can't say no because you work with your wife now.
Yeah.
But is it a struggle? What would you say around that?
I'd say really it requires a lot of patience, right?
Yeah.
And knowing the other person's personality. And this goes, as well as working with friends. As well, you might have a different type of relationship in terms of hanging out and having good times and whatever. But when you work with someone, it's definitely a lot more intense, right? There's always going to be issues in the business, and you have to work through. You have to see, who's going to take care of the workload here and there, and delegate. And there's going to be conflicts, so it's really important to have patience. With your partner, you don't want to put more stress on your relationship than you really.
And probably clear communication as well. Hey, like you got to be like, all right. So when we're at work or we're doing work stuff, it's like when I say something, it's not that I'm criticizing you in general. It's just because the job needs to get done, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just make sure that either person isn't taking it personally. They don't get offended, or it doesn't harm your relationship.
Yeah, and then the upside of it is you build it together, and that forms an amazing relationship, I think. I work with my mom in business as well, and it's just cool that you can spend so much time together and work and build an income for your family as well. And I love the mixture of those two things, right?
Absolutely.
Bring family into it. It's great. So with Nuciya being a e-commerce business as well, I've heard a lot of topics around cryptocurrency, versus cash, if you will. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you guys take Bitcoin and things like that?
Yeah, actually, from my first e-commerce business, I started accepting Bitcoin.
Wow.
And actually, I believe I might have been the first business in Edmonton in 2013 to actually officially accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. And actually, I've been going to local Bitcoin meetings since 2013, so I've been pretty, fairly active in the cryptocurrencies here.
Right.
My next project is pretty deep.
Okay,
into
cool.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah. I think you were talking about that a little bit about what's new in, I guess, cryptocurrency. So what you guys are designing a program, is that what's going on, or?
Basically, Bitcoin, which is the original and the most popular cryptocurrency, there were some issues in terms of fees and it being slow and such.
Heard that.
And developers have created something kind of like a layer on top of Bitcoin called the Lightning Network. And this is a really new technology that's still in its kind of infancy. And what we're doing is we're creating a payment processing system for the Lightning Network. So something that would allow any merchant, any e-commerce store, any, shop on the corner to accept Bitcoin Lightning payments.
Awesome.
So we're just developing that right now.
Cool. So that's something for you all to look out for, because it is becoming very popular, and I know a lot of you guys have asked questions about it. And as soon as we get more information and things start rolling on it, maybe we'll deep dive into it another time. Great. Now that we've learned a little bit more about your businesses and kind of your background, I want to do a little game with you. Now, you're the first person to experience this game. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
Great. It's going to be called Quickies. So now what this means is I'm going to ask you very quick questions and you're going to give me quick answers, okay?
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to explain them, but you can if you want. All
Okay.
right? You ready?
Yeah.
First thing that comes to your head, right? Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Music or podcast?
Music.
Awesome. What's better, Apple or Android?
Oh, Android. Come on.
All the Apple people out there are cringing. Who would win, King Kong versus Optimus Prime?
I feel like Optimus Prime. He's like robotic. King Kong, he has flesh, man.
Coffee or tea guy?
Oh, coffee.
Coffee, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Favorites kids show?
Ooh, now that's a tough one. I like Rupert. So I don't know if the Americans out there had it, but
Okay.
it was in Canada, I think. Do you guys
Awesome.
remember?
If you don't know Rupert, YouTube it.
Yeah.
Pizza or hamburgers?
Depends what type. Depends, right? Pizza is gotta be Hawaiian.
Right.
Hamburgers, The Big Mac.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Nice. What do you like better, thunder or lightning? First thought.
Oh, Lightning, because
Yeah.
Lightning Network.
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
there you go. I like you link that in. Your favorite movie?
Back to the Future.
Back to
Part
the
2.
One thing you can't live without.
Well, I can't live without food.
There you go. Thanks, Pavel, for being a great sport. And that was awesome. I really appreciate it. Good job. All right. Also, guys, we're going to be hosting a contest that you guys can enter. All you're going to do is click the link down below and check out the site Nuciya. You're going to find something that you enjoy or that you want to buy, and you're going to comment on this video, and you're going to be entered to win one of these $25 gift cards that you guys can use at the store. We're going to be putting a code down there as well to get
5 off any purchase of 25 or more.
boom. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming and speaking on our channel. This site looks amazing. There's some great products on there. I look forward for us to talk again sometime.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Check you guys in the next one.
Fire when the storm hits you.
That's it, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, we've always... always...
Pause.